Today we're going to talk about homographs. Homographs are words that are spelled the same but have different meanings. Sometimes they're even pronounced a little differently, but the letters and the spelling are the same. You're going to use clues around the sentence, around the word, to figure out which meaning it is. So let's go to our first example. "I feel so discouraged," said Kim. "I guess there's nothing we can do." So the word can is a homograph because it can mean something you're able to do, or it can mean like a metal container, like a can of peas. So looking at the words around this homophone, we have nothing and we have do. So remember, can be a metal container, and when I read this, "I guess there's nothing we can do," doesn't really tell me about anything like a can of peas or a metal container. But it does say do and nothing, which means this it means something you're able to do. Okay, so we use the words around it to figure out that this homograph, which has two different meanings but it's spelled the same, means something you're able to do. So let's go to our first one on our Your Turn page. "I wish we could play at home too, instead of only at school. It's not fair." So fair is our homograph. Fair can mean like the Brooklyn Fair or the Woodstock Fair, where you go and there's lots of rides and you pay tickets to go do things. Or it can mean fair like it's something that is good for both parties. Okay, it's something that's equal for both parties. So I want you to think about those two meanings. Use the type tool and go ahead and type in which meaning in this sentence fair is. Okay, so think about the two different meanings that fair can have, because it's a homograph spelled the same, but it has two different meanings. Use the words around it to tell you what this fair means. You can just type in fair and then its meaning here. Then click on the next tab and we have "No, it could be useful," said Marco. "We can cut off the bottom to make a fine hoop, and then an adult can help us attach it to a post." Fine is another homograph. Fine can mean something that's pretty good, or fine can be a fee that you have to pay, like when you get a speeding ticket and you have to pay a fine. So I want you to think about the words around this homograph and then use the type tool to type in which definition fine is in this sentence. And then our last one on tab 3, "No, it could," oh yeah, same sentence here. "No, it could be useful," said Marco. "We can cut off the bottom to make a fine hoop, and then an adult can help us attach it to a post." Post can mean is a homograph. It has two different meanings. So you can post like a post in an email where you post something to a bulletin board, or you can post as in there is a big something that you attach something to, and it's like a wooden post or a metal post with a flag on it. So there's two different meanings to post. So I want you to think about the words around this homograph, then use the type tool to type in which meaning this word has. Okay, so you're going to, in tab 1, type what the definition of fair is. In tab 2, type the definition of fine. And in tab 3, type the definition of post. Don't forget to submit it when you are finished. Remember, a homograph is a word that is spelled the same but has more than one meaning. You can use the clues around it to figure out which meaning it has.